This is the last video in the garden, and I apologise for any noises. You won't have to listen to this, hopefully this year, anymore. Okay, I thought it was a good time to bring out this. We're going to talk about that move in the downswing and how we get a more consistent club face through impact. That's going to give us more distance, especially with those long irons. I want you to ask yourself a question and be honest here. With your clubs that are above a 7 iron, 6 iron and 5 iron and 4 iron, do they actually go any further? I have found that with majority of club golfers this is a common problem. We all think that we hit those longer irons further, but actually they're causing us a lot of pain, accuracy and distance. This move is going to solve that for you. So I just want to explain this. We've got two types of releases, and this will be dependent on two factors: club face position and what grip we take. Okay, some golfers have a very open face and will require a lot of rotation through this golf ball, which could mean misses left, misses right, and it's almost known as that flip through the golf ball. Or we have that position like your John Ram, who potentially has a slightly weaker grip, Dustin Johnson, who has a really strong club face, that sort of fall into that same bracket of, okay, strong club face at last parallel and a lot of rotation through the golf ball. Now, the one thing I'd say, those guys are top athletes. They're extreme freaks in the best way possible. Like, they're unbelievably good. And for us to copy that, then yes, okay, I don't want you to not copy it, but I want you to realise, for most golfers, it's good to have a combination of strong club face and a little bit of forearm release, because I don't think a lot of golfers will have the physicality in their body to actually wind and explode like them. That's not saying we can't work towards it, but that's realising that, okay, we want a stronger club face at last parallel, and we're happy with good rotation, the best of our ability, and a little bit of forearms through impact. That is what we're after, and that's what I'm going to talk to you today about, how we produce that stronger club face to have less flip and scoop for more of a strong club face, turn and release. And this is a badminton racket. We're now going to change it for a hockey stick. All sorts of sports today apart from a golf club. Let's get into it. Now, for this drill we're going to need an alignment stick that is roughly set on a 45-degree angle from the ground, and a hockey stick or a piece of wood, something like this, which you don't mind bashing, you don't mind chipping. This is not casualties from playing golf, this is actually casualties when I used to play a bit of hockey. I was pretty good, to be fair, not saying. Okay, so this ball here is effectively going to be my golf ball. Let's go back to that analogy. If my club face or my toe is up to the sky at last parallel, this would require some manipulation to hit this ball away. Now, if I had a club face which was more matching my spine angle, look how if I come into the golf ball, the hockey stick now sits flush onto the ball. I can put a lot more purchase into it rather than having to try and find that at impact. So let's talk about how we can achieve that. So again, alignment stick, 45-degree angle from the ground. This is going to take a little bit of practice to begin with, and I want you to do this with a little bit of impetus. The reason why I say get a hockey stick, because you can grip it like a golf club and it has a head on it. We're looking to actually contact the alignment stick roughly around this area, okay? Not right at the end, roughly around this area, and I'll explain this now. Standing over the golf ball, standing to the top, that end of the alignment stick is roughly landed upon my outside of my hip. To the top, I want you to swing down, smash it onto the alignment stick. Down, smash it onto the alignment stick. So it's like we're trying to hammer this into the ground. So we turn into the golf ball, the club face is pointing when we want it to, and then we can have a little bit of forearm rotation through impact. Because we know we're going to try and feel the extreme opposite, but in reality we're going to find that halfway point between them. So let's show you this again. I want you to feel that we start our downswing with this motion. Okay, now if I was to work the golf club over and keep the club face open, I would never be able to hammer it into the ground. If I was to come too much underneath and scoop, I would never be able to hammer it into the ground. The elements I'm looking for to start my downswing with the golf club or the hockey stick right now is this motion. This will be shallowing, this motion, which will be strengthening, and then this body motion. We've spoken about this before on the channel, so I'm going to say it briefly here. Some right bend and some left pocket. We put that all together, we can then achieve this, which is our last parallel move, and then we can explode up, out and through the golf ball. So we're really trying to feel that we can hammer the alignment stick into the ground. Boom. Keep trying it, keep feeling it. Boom. And it will really give you a great sense of power, great sense of control. So you come now to actually hitting some shots away, which ironically is the last thing we're going to do on a golf instruction channel, is actually hit some shots. Funny, isn't it? Leave it to the last thing. Standing over the ball now, how can we apply this? Use that 3-to-2 ratio, so that 5-ball set. 3 golf balls doing this drill, 2 golf balls hitting them away like you would out on the golf course. We need that blend, okay? We need that blend. Standing over the ball, to the top, feel that hammer move, to that shallow, that strengthen, and that rotation. So up, feel it, up, hit it. And I would do this with a 7-iron, 6-iron, do that for 3 shots, and then finish off by building this into an actual shot. So the one advice I give every single one of my students is, what you do in a drill could potentially form part of your pre-shot routine. So take this student 2 weeks ago, Sean. Standing over the golf ball, we were working on the same thing. He was significantly over the top. Really weak and struggled with distance. This move changed it for him. Now his pre-shot routine works like this: up, strengthen shallow, feel it, up, move through. Second practice swing, just hitting the shot that's in front of him. Walking into the shot, he's got fresh memories from that feeling. He can walk in now and put something that's very close to what he feels in his drill into his actual swing out on the golf course. And that's what we're looking for. That blend of training to golf course is the place I want you to be. Hope you enjoyed that video. Do stick with this and join me out on the golf course tomorrow. If you did enjoy this video, guys, I really would appreciate it if you hit that big red subscribe button. It helps me grow the channel. And at any point, if you enjoyed that video, I would appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button too. Thanks for joining me.